Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first edition of Incredible Kolkata. This is the first initiative of a conclave which brings together knowledge, fashion profiling, and the designer jewelry biaxilla meet of West Bengal's craftsmanship in gold and diamond jewelry. Let's start with the inauguration ceremony, and like request Prasad and Nilesh Bhai to please light the lamp.
I would like to welcome you to this conclave of Jewelers for Tomorrow. It's really fantastic to see that all the leaders of this sector are here of gems and jewelry. And the basic idea is that we together want to create the future of this industry. Calcutta is known for its manufacturing base, is known for its craftsmanship, and that's where we wanted to give a platform to the manufacturers of Calcutta here to actually talk to the rest of the retailers from across the country. And here I understand that there are people who have come in from 30 different cities, which is wonderful. So I think it's a great, unique platform where we are all coming together. So thank you very much, and good luck to each one of you. Thank you.
Let me welcome you all, the city of joy, for this unique biaxilla meet called the Incredible Kolkata. You know, Calcutta is famous for two things. One, you know, is Rasagulla, and second is the jewelry. Bengali jewelry is very intricate, light-weighted as compared to the other jewelries like Jadao Kundan, Theva, Polki, Chakri. And because of superior finish, polish and craftsmanship, jewelers from around the world come to Calcutta to source plain and studded gold jewelry, and of course diamond jewelry too. An estimated turnover of 25,000 crore worth of jewelry is crafted from Bengal. This event is an opportunity for all of us, and let us all help make this region a modern and resurgent Sonar Bangla. Thank you.
Strong brands are built with passion, with selecting the target audience, working very closely with them, getting together a good concept, and then hammering it very rightly. So unlike shows, this show is put together just to get the manufacturers, the best manufacturers from here, get them on a platform, get the top 50 retailers to meet them, do a biaxilla meet, do interactions by which we get the trade together. So this is how the brand called Incredible Calcutta is going to be built. This is how Jewelers for Tomorrow are going to be made. So to take this forward, I'd like Samit to come here, introduce the people, and then we flow as to how these brands are created. Okay? Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, who are all watching us on Zee Business tonight. Across India, all the jewelry friends watching us across Asia. Okay, we straight move on to the first panel discussion called Creating Top League Retail Jewelry Identity and How to Win in Today's World. So हम शुरू करते हैं with Mr. Shivram from Tanishq. Shivram, if you could start with what's the essence and the soul of Tanishq?
We as consumers, and I'll try and speak from that perspective, we see big Tanishq stores today, but we were a very small brand maybe 10, 12 years ago. Having said that, the thing that today the consumers, we believe, buys from us is basically, one of course is the Tata Trust. Surely it's a great opportunity for the brand per se, but equally important is the responsibility that goes with carrying a 100-year-old brand. I think that's the challenge.
Aditya Pethe, Vaman Hari Pethe has been a player in the regional western region.
See, ours is basically a very traditional company. You can say the typical traditional jeweler. Today we have 12 showrooms and we have a pan Maharashtra presence, and probably trying to follow the Tanishq example, which is frankly speaking, it is very difficult for traditional jewelers, but we are trying to reinculcate whatever all our systems and trying to face up with whatever the new challenges are there ahead of us.
Great. Can you go to Rahul? What is the essence of Jilly as a brand?
Well, Jilly is typically for the contemporary Indian woman. It took us almost 10, 12 years to reach a level where today we comfortably can say that consumer today comes to our store and spends anywhere from 50,000 rupees to 5 lakhs of rupees in buying a jewelry at a fixed price without even asking questions ki isme gold kitna hai, diamond ka rate kya hai, labor kya hai. We have reached that level. There was competition moving in. Okay, we wanted to make Jilly into an affordable luxury brand. Okay, now for that to happen, we had to do a lot of things Bipasha was chosen because she was an independent young woman who made her mark in the industry, film industry, without any godfather and all that. Style icon. So we said, okay, association of the brand fits in. And that is how we got Bipasha Basu on board. We saw amazing results in our business.
Nilesh ji, can we come to Gaja? इतने साल से आप gold manufacturing में हैं. But what is the reason why you get into retail?
Our company is from Bengal practically, and we are more inclined. We were more inclined towards manufacturing. That's true. But then, you know, when we look at the figures of retail per se in India, there is a need to reach to people in organized way. We got this concept from, you know, the Marks and Spencer, that when you buy something in Marks and Spencer London, a shirt, and you want to, you know, exchange it here, so you must have a shop in India also. So they did that. That's why we are going pan-India as a brand.
Okay, we can come to Prasad Kapre. So what's your perspective on this, how to create a retail brand, and what is the essence of the retail brands? And
Now, when it comes to a product brand like Nakshatra, the basic essence is that you're making a product offering to the end consumer. And when you're making a product offering to the end consumer, first of all, you need to understand the consumer motivation, that if at all she's buying some brand, what is it that is going to motivate her to come and buy your particular brand? And that's why understanding the consumer motivation is the key. But when you come to a retail brand, it's actually, there are 7-8 different parameters. You know, now trust is one, the product range is another, pricing is, you know, which can be value for money, can be another offering, design, the creativity, the quality, the finish of jewelry. That one needs to get into, depending on what are your strengths. You know, obviously you can't take all 7-8 parameters. So you have to pick one or at best two. Compare it with your inner strengths, and then make the match, and then, you know, position yourself. So I would say these are the two ways in which you can do it.
Great. Just want to ask Shivram again, coming back to you, is what is it that one thing, you know, which Tanishq you have been doing for last, say, 7-8 years, you know?
Fundamentally, I think you have to understand the customer. So whether you are in a small town, whether you're in a large town, there will always be competition, left, right, top, bottom, everywhere. But I think the challenge really is what is that which is my strength, and what is the thing that I can answer the customer's requirement. If you're able to bring that match, that frequency, then I think you have it going.
Sri Ganesh Jewellery House Limited has acquired 4-star trading house status and is the largest manufacturer and exporter of handcrafted gold jewellery from India to Middle East, Singapore and Hong Kong. As part of its CSR, the company associates with CRY, working towards restoration of child rights. Incredible Kolkata presents Sri Ganesh Jewellery House Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Sujit Kumar from Sri Ganesh Jewellery House Limited. Why did you choose Prachi Desai for Geely signature brand?